A material that exhibits identical elastic property in all directions is known as option C, isotropic. What defines a homogeneous material? Option C, composition is uniform throughout the volume. If a material has different elastic property in different direction, it is called as option D, an isotropic. According to Hooke's law, stress is directly proportional to strain up to the option B, proportional limit. The ratio of liner stress to the liner strain without the elastic range is called option A, Young modulus, which point on the stress strain curve for mild steel represent the end of the liner relationships. Option D, proportional limit. For an isotropic, homogeneous, and linear elastic material, how many independent elastic constants are required? Option B, 2. The factor of safety is mathematically defined as the ratio of option C, ultimate stress to working stress. At which point does a material being to experience a significant increase in strain without a corresponding increase in stress? Option C, yield point. In the stress strain curve, the region between the elastic limit and the yield point is known as option A, elastoplastic region. Poisson ratio is defined as the ratio of option C, lateral strain to longitudinal strain. The highest value of stress a material can withstand before necking begin is the option A, ultimate tensile stress, ultimate tensile stress. What occurs to a conduct what occurs to a ductile material immediately after the ultimate stress point? Option C, necking and eventually fracture. Which of the following represent the correct relation between Eg and mu? Option A, the relationship between Young modulus, bulk modulus, and Poisson ratio. Option A, if the bar is suspended vertically and subjected to its own weight, the total elongation is option A. A material is said to be perfectly elastic if option C, it regain its original shape completely after unloading. The slope of stress strain curve in an elastic limit for a tensile test is option C, modulus of elasticity. Which of the following material has the highest Poisson ratio? Option B, rubber. For a rigid beam support at 2 point, if the load is applied exactly at the center, the reaction at the support are option B, equal. Which property describe a material ability to absorb an energy up to the elastic limit? Option C, resilience. The property of a material by which it can be beaten or rolled into a thin sheet is option C, malleable. The point on the stress strain curve at which the cross sectional area began to decrease significantly is option D, ultimate stress point. Brittleness is the property of a material that, option C, result in fracture without significant wearing or deformation. The unit of Young modulus is same as the unit of option B, stress. What is the relationship between Eg and K? Option C. If the Poisson ratio is 0.25, the ratio of Young modulus to the to the modulus of rigidity is option C, 2.5. A material that exhibits the same property at all points in a given direction is option C, homogeneous. Modulus of rigidity is the ratio of option C, shear stress to shear strain. Toughness of a material is measured by option B, area under the entire stress strain curve up to fracture. Which of the following is a dimensionless property? Option D, Poisson ratio. In a tensile test of a mild steel specimen, the cup and cone fracture is a characteristic of option D, ductile material. Volume strain of a body is defined as option A, change in volume by original volume. The maximum value of Poisson ratio for a stable isotropic linear elastic material is option D, 0.5. When a material is loaded beyond the elastic limit, it undergoes option D, plastic deformation. The percentage elongation of a material provides a measure of its option A, ductility. Orthotropic material have option C, different properties in three mutual perpendicular directions. The phenomena of slow extension of a material with time under a constant load is called option C, creep. Fatigue failure occur when a material is subjected to option B, cyclic or fluctuating load. Bulk modulus is defined as the ratio of option C, A, direct stress to volume strain. If a material has a Poisson ratio of 0, it means option C, there is no lateral strain when it is stretched. Hardness of a material is its resistance to option A, surface indentation or scratching. For a material with E equals to 200 GPa and G is equal to 800 GPa, what is the value of Poisson ratio? Option A, 0.25. The limit of proportionality depends upon option A, type of material. The strain energy stored in a body per unit volume is called option B, modulus of resilience. A steel bar 2 meters long is subjected to a stress of 100 megapascal. If E is equal to 200 GPa, the elongation is option A, 1 millimeter. Which of the following is true for a brittle material? Option A, failure perpendicular to the axis of load. If the diameter of a wire is double while keeping the load constant, the stress becomes option D, 1/4. The elastic constant Eg and K are related such that if any dash are known, other can be calculated for an isotropic material. Option C, 2. The point on the stress strain curve where the maximum load is raised is called option A, ultimate point. Thank you.